hey, stop making the mistakes so you can show the country like that you're one of the best teams in the country, because you really are when you play well. And again, we're 2 plays, not miracle plays. We're 2 very normal plays away from being undefeated in whatever the 1, 2, or 3 team in the country. So it's neat to see them play like this.
Yeah, this was, we talked, I think, ad nauseum over the last few weeks. Where's the offense in conference play? 24 points a game in conference play. Boy, it feels like this is that team we all thought it was going to be at the beginning of the season, the kind of team that gets into a playoff and competes for a championship.
I felt like that Ole Miss, outside of maybe Missouri, has been the most frustrating, unfulfilling team, and a lot of it has to do with what we expected from them in the preseason, but they lit it up against non-conference opponents, and then once they stepped into the league, really haven't played to the level of their expectation. It started with the offensive line. Today, the offensive line did a great job, didn't allow a single sack, only a couple pressures of Jackson Dart, which allowed him to hit those explosive pass plays. 12 of them for over 15 yards today. So it looked a lot more like that Ole Miss offense we've come to expect. The one thing, B-Dub, I want to see them still run the ball better. They didn't run it great today, and Henry Parrish goes out with that injury. So hopefully Ulysses Bentley and the rest of those backs can pick up the slack going forward.
Why they need to run the ball if they're throwing the ball for 550 yards?
Good point.
A statement game for sure for this Ole Miss offense. I mean, they were averaging only 24 points a game in conference play. That was one of the points of contention we had with this offense, and today everything seemed to click. But for the defense, it was business as usual. Over the past 2 weeks, this defense has 17 sacks over the past 2 weeks. They get 8 today. They had 9 last week. They have 28 TFLs over the last 2 weeks. I mean, the defense has been the steady force for this Ole Miss football team. While the offense has gone kind of up and down, but guys like Walter Nolan, you saw Paul come back, the linebacker, Daughtery got a couple sacks today. And so this defense really has kept them in ball games, and is the reason why they hold Arkansas 31 points.
And how about when a defender goes on the offensive side and makes Sprout's freshest play? That would be J.J. Pegues, the 325-pounder. How about a 6th rushing touchdown on the season? 6.
It's hard enough for big guys like to take snap, but he takes it. Look at his hands are soft. He's not only big and physical, but he can bounce it outside. He can spin. It looks like a running, and he can dunk too.
That's lower that hoop.
No, that's 10.
No, that is not.
You know what? I think he's a good enough athlete that if it was 10, he could do the same thing.
You might be
He's
right.
the mayor of Oxford.
I would love to see that. All righty. Kentucky, Tennessee. What they go? Dark mode, right? The killer black uniforms. Love it. Kentucky comes in. They've lost 3 in a row and just haven't gotten it going on offense. But boy, what a start. Dane Key, what a catch. 17-yard gain.
Assaulted.
Yeah, he's been the most reliable receiver for this entire season.
That was a big 3rd down pickup. And then he finds Josh Caddis, 27 yards to make Ben Watson happy with the position.
Yeah, I love the setup play. It was an unbalanced line. He kind of gets lost by the defense, and always good to see the tight end get I believe his first catch of the season.
First offensive first touchdown for Tennessee in a first half. First points in a first half in 4 weeks.
That's insane.
Congratulations.
Still trailing at halftime.
Yes, 10-7 Kentucky.
Kicking situation, not good today, Darren.
No,
it's field goals.
Troublesome, to say the least. How about 3? Yeah, 3 Max Gilbert. Yeah, exactly. Off the miss, Kentucky first down. Vandegrift, strip sack by Joshua Josephs, and Tennessee recovers, so they bail out the kick. Tennessee's got it back. 5 plays later, 1st and goal. It's Dylan Sampson who ties with that one a Tennessee single-season rushing touchdown record.
Dance. We did that one time. Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the right time there.
Yeah,
look, the orange and black. I mean, it's all
James Pierce Jr.
Yeah, scary.
Got his face all smushed.
Well, after this,
well, he was gone. He had to go to the locker room. Yeah, that does not look good. So Gavin Wimsett, the Rutgers transfer, comes in his place. Now, that's a critical mistake. Will Brooks.
We've already seen him take one to the house.
Wimsett has to make the tackle this time around and does.
Go straight.
20.
What do I have to talk to?
And then Iyamaliama to Miles Kitzelman. 6-yard touchdown. So now balls are up 21-10, and you're thinking, all right, look, Vandegrift's out. Wimsett struggles to throw the football accurately.
Barry Brown's out.
Right, yeah, exactly. Brown's out. Did you see that throw to Jamori Macklin? And catch? Okay. All right, Wimsett. Nice throw.
His cousin was pretty good, too.
Yeah, Jeremy Macklin.
Jeremy, yeah.
Look at that. That's gonna be
Them Macklins only need one hand.
That's going to be a CD-COW nominee.
You think so?
No doubt.
If PB lets you have it. Kentucky gets the two-point conversion, 21-18. Sampson,
Watch
touchdown.
this. I mean, I thought the forward progress was like blown dead long ago.
They were sitting on those whistles.
You remember when the Bush push was a big deal?
Yeah.
Now you got an entire team
Remember
pushing.
when
It's all
paying
good.
Reggie Bush was a big deal? That's not either.
School record for Sampson, 19 touchdowns. And you look at what Tennessee's done. Fourth game in a row, they had to overcome a slow start. They've been held to 7 points in the first half in the last 4 games. But in the second half, they absolutely flipped the script on their opponents, to say the least. And here they are, still in the land of the one loss. I want to give all the, not all the credit, a ton of credit to Kentucky. We showed on Friday night the list of injuries. I mean, it read like Moby Dick. It was
Weaver,
massive,
no
right?
Jackson, no Harrison on defense.
Yeah, and it's not just a lot of names, key names.
Yeah.
Absolutely key names. They played really well, but in the end, it's Tennessee's game.
In the end, it's Tennessee, and again, I feel like we're talking about Ole Miss when we talk about this Tennessee defense. The defense pressured Brock Vandagriff when they needed to. They got the ball off of him. James Pierce Jr., a name that we all know but hadn't talked that much about this season, gets a big sack. And also the run game. Tennessee's offense is predicated on running the football. Dylan Sampson, 142 yards. And it just seemed that Tennessee, as the game went on, they understood how they had to play this football game. They started to rely on the run game, and they allowed the defense to start to control Kentucky. Give Kentucky credit, though. I mean, anytime you come out and play with all those guys injured and you're able to run the football the way they did with Sumo Kongbe, you give them credit. But in the end, Tennessee was just the better team coming down the stretch.
Yeah, they're the better team, but they're also the more frustrating team. And the same story of the last couple weeks. What?
More frustrating than Kentucky?
I mean, I don't even, with all those people injured, you can't even, how are you going to judge? The effort was tremendous, right?
Yes,
but for Tennessee, like, the drop passes, the missed opportunities. Chris Brazzell drops one. You overthrow McCoy on an easy touchdown. Nimrod drops one right in his hands. That's a walk-in touchdown. You get down to the red zone 8 times and you only score, 28 points there. Like that's not good enough. And Tennessee has aspirations of much more than just being a 10-win team. This is a team that, if they could get their offense together and play to the strength of the team, which is their defense, like if they were to build a lead and made teams play from behind, you could set Pierce and Josephs and all those guys loose and rush the passer, but they don't do it because they mess around too much in the first half. Like, I love the fact that they won, but again, I'm holding them to a different standard, and I expect them to be able to throw the football much better than
the standard
or catch the football much better.
They would hold themselves to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not asking too much of a team with that kind of talent, and that kind of offense, and that kind of design, and that kind of talent. It's ridiculous, but anyway, they'll be fine. They got Mississippi State next week. The game
Georgia coming up soon, too.
Then that's coming up. Yeah, exactly. All right. Still ahead. Boy, a couple of teams that needed those get-right games. Oklahoma was one of them. They got right. At least they hope they did. Maybe the stat of the week that'll blow you away. I'll share that with you. It's Football 5.
The thing about favorites is they're only your favorite until a new favorite tells your old favorite to beat it.
Introducing the all-new Sonic Smasher. So good, it's about to be your next new favorite.
Yo, I'm not a big fan of change, but I'm willing to try it. I gotta tell people about this. Yo.
The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Wanna live free?
On a tense Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Holy smoke, State won and the fans are going wild.